I think I've done what I could, but I should let the bishops know when I leave. I would not want to upset them.
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle, and all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell. I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, everyone will be there.
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet, neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
You look here first. Imagine you're standing in the centre of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Starting right in the middle is the tribune gallery. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly. Here you can see the transept.
I noticed, yes. It is remarkable how much you can reveal with so few lines.
Thank you, Father. The chancel will have 4 bays.
What about the nave?
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays. I
can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
Well, can you afford to build it bigger?
I have trouble affording it at all. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
You never know what might happen, but give or take, we'll need at least £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year, and we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that, coming out from above the entrance?
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. Tell me more about the nave.
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
The walls of the nave are held by the aisles and buttresses bearing the pressure from the side.
Very interesting. What about the other drawings?
You recognise the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Yes, you already mentioned it. Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
If you would look at the second drawing again. I haven't told you everything about the floor plan yet. If you have no concerns regarding the transept, I would like to move on.
By all means.
Let me tell you more about the walls. The bays of the arcade will all be handled equally, spanning the length of the entire building. On top are the clear-story windows.
I can see you have put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you hire 30 masons with enough labourers, apprentices, carpenters and smiths, they will be done in 15 years.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day, to teach people to be good? Or one of Paradise, to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well, let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God, and I thank you too.
Papa, Papa, will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played. Prior.
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Jack, do me a favour and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad. Still, be careful before you trust any one of them.
There he is! Give our prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell! Make the prior proud!
Well, thank you.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
Where have I seen that woman before?
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remedius says, your mother is a saint. Oh, is that the bell? Can you see it from here? A bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
Excuse me? You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have two fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sharebug.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Well, I am now.
I have to say, Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here. I can see he wasn't exaggerating.
You know Philip too?
I do. He's the reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that fellow. But don't worry. You probably won't have to look for him for long.
All right. Thank you.
Shall we go after them?
No. Now we know where we can find them.
Ha! Ho!
My bishop, William Hamley, has returned to see you.
Send him in, Timothy. We have much to discuss.
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth, find out what happened to me and my brother Richard after the siege of our father's castle. What will the future hold in store for Kingsbridge? The Pillars of the Earth, Sowing the Wind. My name is Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. At least, I used to be, before my father was arrested for conspiring against the king. And a man I had once refused to marry took control of everything my family had ever owned, including ourselves.
Where's the girl? She is where you put her, you fiend. Once the king finds out...
Here's the key. Now go get her, I'm starving.
Why am I fooling myself? There is nothing left.
Milady, are you awake? William Hamley is back. He wants to see you.
You may come in, Matthew. Dear God! Did he hit you?
Well, I suppose he's getting more daring now that his father is about to see the king.
This is taking too long. Go get them!
Right. Milady, I must ask you, do not provoke him. Not yet. Not until you're properly armed.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Wait, one more thing. There are weapons hidden in the yard. Near the gate, look for a red piece of cloth.
Get down here, and no talking. And don't cause any trouble. I just cleaned my sword.
Well, that was quick. You certainly do know your place, don't you? Ugh, what's with your face? Your arrogance makes you ugly. Did you know that?
You reap what you sow.
Oh, there are a few things I would like to sow with you.
She didn't mean it. Your father will be the new Earl soon. This castle will be yours. There's no need to keep the lady and
Matthew.
her brother hostage.
Save your words. He won't listen.
Oi, Walter. Looks like the princess needs a servant to do her talking. Can't imagine why I ever wanted to marry that ugly boar. A real lady. That's what I deserve. Maybe even Empress Maud. Yes, I'll marry the Empress. But I will keep on fucking her.
As if Maud would ever marry you.
Shut up!
I won't.
You have no say around here anymore.
I am still the daughter of your Earl.
You're a common whore, that's what you are.
Oh, how you must enjoy your revenge.
You're just getting what you deserve.
All this just because I wouldn't marry you?
Shut up. Shut up!
You are a sad man who knows nothing but cruelty. God shall punish you for this.
I am the cruel one. You renounced our wedding and made me the laughingstock of the entire Shire.
Stop, both of you. Go outside, girl. Walk it off.
All right. I shall do so gladly.
Anything you need, William?
Tell the bitch to get me something to eat. I'm starving.
You heard him. Go, now!
I always told you your stubbornness would be your end.
Oh! It smells horrible in here. Oh! Oh! A dead chicken. What a horrible smell. Someone must have trapped it in here for fun. What a waste. Let's see. A loaf of bread. And it doesn't look as bad as everything else in here. Not even worth trying. It's obvious these are inedible. Mealworms. These are all rotten. Flemish, here, girl. Don't you recognize me? Ah, good girl. It must be hard to catch my scent in this rain. Poor girl, you must be starving. Here, eat this. I know you prefer meat, but that's all I can give you. But what am I supposed to give William now? I wonder what William would say if someone were to drop this on his plate.
Did you get what he asked for?
Yes.
Good. Don't waste his time, then.
Your food.
Ah! What is this?
This is all you'll ever get from me.
Oh, we will see about that. You really think you can play your silly games with me?
I am still the daughter of the Earl, and by the law of the King, you are my subject.
Oh my. Forget what I said about your arrogance. It actually makes you quite pretty. Huh?
In the name of my father, you will die for this!
Master Richard, don't!
Stupid boy. Almost as stupid as his sister. I'd rape you if I could. But you're not my kind of lass. What's with her? She dead?
Leave her. The king has not yet spoken. Wait till your father is an earl proper. Then you can do with her whatever you want.
Damn! To hell with it. She's so ugly, no one would ever want to take her anyway. Put them with the animals until the king has decided.
Richard! Richard! Wake up! Come on, I need you to wake up! Hey!
Ali? Ali, my ear!
How do you feel?
Hot.
The wound is boiling your blood. We need to get you someplace dry and cool so you can heal.
Ali, they shackled us. I will die here.
Calm down. You'll only make things worse. Don't give up. We will get out of here.
And what then?
We'll find Father. He'll know what to do.
I heard them say that he's with the king in Winchester.
Then that's where we'll go. You'll see. He'll make things right again. Don't give up. We will get out of here.
I don't know.
No, there are no weapons here, and no sign of my red scarf. Richard, throw me that horseshoe.
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
I'll think of something. Just give it to me.
I tell you, that horseshoe won't get us out.
Richard. How did you free yourself before?
I don't know. When they put me here, they had the shackles fitted to my ankles. But today, I somehow managed to slip through. These 3 weeks must have made me very determined.
Yes, and very thin. What were you thinking, charging William like that?
I had to protect you.
That was very brave of you.
I don't know.
It was. Father will be proud when you tell him. Matthew must have hidden them somewhere else. I'll open yours next. Can you stand?
I'll try.
Good. Then wait here. I'll find us a way to get out of here.
Let's take his horse.
Yes. Good idea. But first we need the weapons Matthew hid for us.
I have to say, that battle was a bit short for my time. The knights weren't prepared and the peasants scattered like chicken.
I found it. Matthew's
What
piece
I
of
wouldn't
cloth.
do for a good...
Whoa. Easy. Easy now.
What are you doing? The horse nearly woke the guard.
The knot is too tight. Oh, you look hungry. Want to eat? It's calm now. Try to mount it, Richard.
But where do we go?
To Winchester, of course. We need to find Father and talk to the king. They must find out what's happening here. Now climb on. It won't eat forever. Now me.
Oi! You there! Stop!
Cut him off!
The thought that they could catch up with us urged me to ride onward. It rained relentlessly. After a while, Richard's moaning got weaker, but I did not dare look back, for I feared to see William Hamley right at our heels. I forced the horse to go fast. We headed toward Winchester. The king would make things right if we explained them to him. He had to. It wasn't long until Richard almost fell off the horse. Touching his forehead, I realized he had a high fever. His mutilated ear was red, hot, and swollen. A sound startled me. From the thicket of the forest emerged a woman. I was ready to draw the dagger that was flush against my forearm. I asked her to give us her name. This was her forest, she said, so we should be the ones introducing ourselves. I proclaimed that I was the daughter of the Earl of Shiring, travelling with my brother. I can tell your nobility by your manners. She smiled and revealed in turn that she was the wife of the local verderer. Seeing Richard's ear, she said that he needed help. Luckily, their hut was nearby. She offered us food, shelter. We followed her to the hut. It was further than she had led us to believe. There I helped my brother off the horse and let the woman take the horse's reins. The hut was rather barren, with few furnishings. It was almost as cold as outside, and there was no sign of her husband. Richard dropped onto one of the creaky stools. The woman lit a fire, which came alive with a crackle and gave out a warming glow. I raised my voice and repeated more urgently that if we didn't act right now, Richard might die. At my words, the woman seemed to wake up from her absent-mindedness. She nodded towards the fire. There was a sound outside, but she distracted my attention by turning to Richard. She started to explain that to close a wound, one must gently press a hot piece of metal against the flesh. This will stop demons and bad smells from entering the body. The woman's eyes kept darting to the door. The moment after I'd turned my head, my own knife was pointing at my face. She'd noticed the dagger in my sleeve and had yanked it out before I knew what was happening. She apologized. It's a tough world, and it's eat or be eaten. There was another noise outside. "He's here," she said. I swiftly grabbed a splintered board from the ground and pointed it at her in defense. Suddenly, I was grabbed from behind, and the next moment I landed hard on the floor. He examined us and our weapons and broke into laughter. He stepped closer to reach for Richard's sword, but his wife interrupted. "We can't sell that. Everyone would know who that sword belonged to." The man grunted in agreement and turned to leave. Before she followed him, we heard the whinnying of William's horse and the stomping of hooves from outside. We stood, frozen, until Richard told me to go and have a look. As I did, the outlaws were long on their way, and our mount with them. The hut probably hadn't belonged to them in the first place. The fire was still burning. We had no other choice but to trust the word of the outlaw. The heated dagger trembled in my hands. "Do it, Ali, I can take it." Richard tried to sound brave. A horrible hissing sound and the smell of burnt flesh filled the hut when the blade touched his ear. But it seemed to work. For a few hours, we walked for 2 more days with only brief rests in between. But we finally arrived at the city gates of Winchester. Richard was weak, but at least we were still together.
We made it. They can't harm us anymore, can they? After all, there are laws in place to protect us here, right?
I think so, but we shouldn't risk finding out.
Then let's go.
Where are you going?
To our townhouse, of course. Ali, there's someone here. Maybe it's Father.
Do you think so?
Well, they must have put him somewhere.
Who is it?
It's Percy Hamley. Hide!
What? I'm going to chop off your hand if I find you, bastard. Shut up!
Get back inside now. Don't ever let anyone see you lose your temper like that. We don't know who's part of the court yet, so be careful, be polite, make an impression. They all need to see you dance with the king every day until he's made you an earl.
I saved him from Bartholomew's rebellion. Shouldn't that be enough?
Give them a reason and they won't make you earl. That cannot happen.
They took our house. They really took our house!
We'll have to sleep somewhere else then.
I can't believe it!
Come now, before anyone sees us here. It's so quiet. Shouldn't the monks be preparing evening mass soon? No one's answering.
Ali, this is pointless.
There must be one kind soul in this town.
What is it?
Oh, good evening. We're sorry to disturb you, but my brother and I have been through a lot and desperately need shelter for tonight.
Please.
Wait here.
Are you mad? Do not let them in. They're thieves.
What did I say?
Oh.
There's a warm corner in the back. You can have a blanket, but there will be nothing to eat.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're a kind man.
When I woke up that morning, I was alone. I hoped that Richard had risen early, maybe to go to the castle. I left to search for him right away.
You heard me, now move along.
Get out of my way, guard. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
But the poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
What are you saying?
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter. If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
How do we get there?
Go left before the gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets?
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive. Now, clear the way. There are people who want to see the king.
I could have done this on my own.
Just like you could have run away on your own, without telling me anything.
Shh, hush, Ali. The people are watching us.
How's your ear?
It's pounding like a drum. I'm sorry. I thought I could talk to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please, don't be cross.
It's all right. You were just trying to help. Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Shall we go and see Father now?
Yes.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay that way.
I hope so too, but, you know, nowadays good food is just so hard to come by. Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
Your ear. You should take better care of yourself.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So come on. Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're here to see our father. He is the Earl of Shiring.
Is he? Look like just plain Bartholomew to me.
So he's here?
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
I'll get a penny, and I'll bring it to you as soon as I can. But won't you let us see him now, just for a few moments?
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man. I'm the son of an earl.
Not anymore. You heard what the jailer said. We're no better than anyone else now.
$32, $33, $34. You sure this is right?
Don't patronise me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
See? You've nothing to worry about.
Excuse me,
Your business
mistress?
will be in good hands.
I've seen you before. You're going to see someone in the jail, right? It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
Could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father.
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
And the jailer won't let us see him until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be 2 pennies at least.
What are you saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see Father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Sorry, but no.
Well, thank you for your time.
Wait. You know, my husband is a prisoner as well. He used to run this business, but he was caught selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business in this man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I will give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces inside. Do you know how to count?
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, we know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
Thank you so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
One, 6, 9, 13, 14, 20. Don't rush me. All right, I got it. I'll tell you when you're done.
How many have you got?
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Please, count again.
What? Why?
To make sure you were right the first time.
Only if you do that too, Ali.
I will.
1, 2, 8, 9, 11. I'm still counting. 16. I'm done.
So?
Still 23.
Please, count again.
Oh. This time it's 22.
And?
I'm not counting anymore, Ali. I'm certain it's 22.
Let's tell them then.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
All in all, there are 22 sacks of wool in there.
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Ah, selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
I'm right. We're 1 sack short.
The children miscounted.
It seems everyone miscounts apart from you. Here's your coin, girl. You confirm my own calculation, so I'm giving you more than what you asked for. If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
Let's just say he likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
It'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
Hmm?
Here.
Well, that's one for you. It'll be 2 pence if your brother wants in as well.
Are you mad?
I didn't expect that from you.
Why not?
I thought you were a decent person.
Well, I am. But I'm also a very funny bloke. Was just fooling around with you. You can get in for free, of course. Have fun seeing your father.
Who's there?
Father?
Aliena? Is that you, Aliena?
Oh, Father. What have they done to you?
It is you. And is that tall young man my Richard?
Yes, Father.
You've grown. Have you got a beard yet?
Only just. It's still very fair.
Are you both well? How have you managed? Where have you been living? They wouldn't tell me anything about you. It was the worst of the torture.
After they took you, we lost everything.
I am sorry for what happened to you. Have you found a new home yet?
We've been living in the castle. Matthew has been taking care of us.
But you can't live there anymore. By now, the king has probably made that dumb oaf Percy Hamley the Earl. But where's Matthew? Why isn't he with you?
He was killed by the Hamleys.
No.
But they did us no harm.
Then what happened to your ear, Richard?
It's nothing but a mere scratch.
Father, we have to ask King Stephen to release you.
No. I swore an oath to King Henry. Princess Maud and her sons will rule. I shall not swear allegiance to Stephen, and neither will you, even if the other parents did. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Stephen is not our king, not mine, and not yours.
Please, Father, please, calm yourself.
early.
Thank you, children. When the Hamlets brought me here, I hid 50 peasants on a belt under my shirt. I gave that belt to a priest.
50?
What priest?
I don't know his name. I gave him the belt and demanded that he keep it safe for you. He was near the west gate.
What about after we get the money? What should we do?
Your Aunt Edith lives in the village of Huntley, on the road to Gloucester. You are to go there. Richard, you will be a squire to her husband, Sir Simon. You will learn the arts of knighthood. Aliena, you will be lady-in-waiting to Aunt Edith until you marry.
What about you?
I will die in this cell.
We won't let you.
You will. And before you leave, I want you both to swear an oath.
We can't leave you like this.
You can, and you will. Richard, pull out your sword. Now, put your hand on the hilt, my son. Swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will not rest until you are Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands I ruled.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will not rest until I am Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands you ruled.
Now you, Aliena, swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will take care of your brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
There. Now, you need never come to this place again.
No, don't say that.
You have promised to rebuild what we have lost. Today, I will confess my sins. Pray for my soul. Now, go.
Richard. Richard, we have to go.
We have to go.
Guard! Open up!
Percy Hamley.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning.
Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Ali! Ali!
Those horrid people are about to talk to the king.
We knew that they would, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Father was right. They are all tied together. The Hamleys, the king, even the church.
Do you think Father's priest is also in on this?
Well, we'll have to find him first. Then we'll know. It's too dangerous to stay here. It's too dangerous to stay here.
Do you think he'll let us watch?
I don't care what he'll do with them. I just hope the coin's right.
You're playing hide and seek with two children.
Richard, run!
But Ali!
They could be hiding in one of those crates.
Just stab them with your sword. One by one.
Hey, William wants him alive.
Richard, run!
But Ali!
That's them! Don't let them get away again! Where are ya? We'll find ya!
Well, look at that! I knew we'd find you here! They're here! Damn, you lost them! William will not be pleased when he hears this.
Ah, look at that handsome young man.
Good day, my ladies.
So well spoken. And look, he even has a battle scar. Like what you see, handsome.
You can ride two of us, young lord, if you can pay. Have you seen a priest? Our father met him here at the West Gate. He owes us money.
Oh, you're talking about him. That's where he got all that money.
What?
He even paid for Mary's dress. He didn't want to at first. All she had to do was stroke his bald head.
Where is the priest? What's his name?
Don't know his name, but he's a regular at that one inn. The Boar, close by the North Gate. Smells like piss there. Shall I teach you, love, how to fuck a man or a woman? You can make a fortune with that little mouth of yours. But in a year, you'll look like me.
We can't leave yet. Excuse me?
Oh, more pilgrims? How wonderful, Brother Bernardus. Does that mean we can now depart for the Cathedral of St. Swithin?
Praise be, St. Swithin will heal my foot. Oh!
And my eyes, Brother Bernardus. Praise be.
But we're not pilgrims.
We're looking for an inn called the Boar.
Oh, can you recommend it?
That's not what we came here for, brothers. I'm sorry, children. We are not from around here. We are here to visit the shrine of St. Swithin.
Surely St. Swithin will help you with your ear, my boy. Praise be! Oh! Oh! I'm so happy my foot is going to be all right.
Can you see other pilgrims already, Brother Bernardus?
Not yet, Brother Peter, not yet.
I don't want to disturb their house of prayer. This is the place, but it looks closed.
Excuse me? We're looking for a priest who stole our money. Word is, he comes to this place regularly.
A priest? Sorry, dear children, I didn't seem to be able to recall anyone who fits that description. But that little stable boy might know. He knows everyone who comes and goes.
Oh, where can we find him?
When he's not working at the boar, he's doing small chores round town. He's always busy, the little chap. Wears a green cap. It's adorable, I tell you.
Over there, get them! You lost them again!
That's what you get when you work with half-wits. How am I supposed to move this barrel if it's twice as heavy as me?
Let me help.
Very impressive. Thank you for that. I'm always telling them, if you want me to restock your kitchen, don't let them cram the barrels to the brim. So, what was it you wanted to know?
Do you know a monk who frequents the boar a lot?
The boar? I used to work there. The boar, the lazy mare, and 2 private kitchens. You're talking about Father Ralph. Thought the women had sucked him dry, but he always comes back with more money. But he only spends it on beer and ladies. Never has a tip for me.
Where can we find him?
He's a priest at St. Michael. One of them churches round here.
Which one is it?
It's close to the east gate, but don't look for him inside. He likes to light around in his back alley.
Oh, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Pleasure. See you around.
We can't leave yet. Are you Father Ralph?
What if I am?
Does that mean yes?
I guess so. He's the only monk around.
What do you want?
Well, I am the son of Bartholomew, the Earl of Shiring.
So?
Our father gave you money for safekeeping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. Now piss off.